Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all on this little guy right here. This is the Revlon ColorStay Whipped Cream Makeup Foundation. Now, this has been out for quite some time now, and I've had my eye on it for quite some time. You can buy this at any drugstore, and I'm pretty sure you can buy it at ULTA, in those kinds of places where they carry drugstore products. Now, this claims to be a 24-hour wear foundation, full coverage, flawless, and it's a whipped foundation, so obviously it doesn't come with a pump or anything like that. And when you open it, it just looks like this. This is the protected seal, and when you open it, this little thing just pops off, and there you have your foundation. Now, this foundation, like I said, has been out for quite a while, and the color section actually in my CVS, I don't know if there's more colors, but there wasn't that many. There was 8 shades to choose from. I originally wanted to get the second lightest, and this is the lightest 110, and this is ivory. The second lightest is, I think, ivory beige. I wanted that one. They were out, so I settled for this one. Now, what I usually do is I usually buy the second lightest foundation, and I usually have to go back and buy the lightest one, so I guess that was kind of a sign to get this one, and it actually matches me perfect, I think. So like I was saying, this claims to be a full coverage foundation. Now, the way I apply my foundation is probably different from the way you apply yours, or your friend applies hers, or a mom applies theirs, or your sister applies hers. We all have different techniques and different ways, and we know what works best for our skin. So I am oily combo. Now, my T-zone is super oily. The rest of me is like a big giant dry ball. So what I like to do is I first like to go in and make sure I moisturize mainly the outside of my face, and then if I have any moisturizer left over, I'll like to do my T's area with it just a tiny bit. And then for primer, I like to go in with an Angel Veil smoothing primer all around the rest, and then my T-zone, I like to go in with a pore minimizing primer. Now, the primer you might use is obviously probably different if you have a color redness or anything like that. Obviously, you're not going to go in with a smoothing primer or a pore primer. You want to go in with a color correcting primer. So that was a lot. But anyways, the way I applied this is I used my BeautyBlender. And when I was using my BeautyBlender, what I did is I like to start down at the bottom of my chin and work my way up. When I use this product, I didn't use a ton of it. I didn't have to. I just took my finger in and put it in on the back of my hand and just gradually took as much as I wanted to apply to my face. Now, this foundation, like I said, you don't need a lot of it because it is full coverage. So when you apply a good amount to your face, it's going to cover quite a bit. Now, that's my personal preference. And with a BeautyBlender, you really can achieve that because it really shears out the foundation. If you want to go in with like a Sigma F80 Kabuki or a flat top or a buffer or even a like stippling brush, go ahead, do that, do you. That's just the way I like to apply my foundation. So when I first opened this foundation, I of course had to smell it. The smell is a little peculiar. It kind of does have like a chemically scent at first, but then once it's on your skin, you honestly can't even tell. This is a wet foundation, like I said, so it's very, very creamy in texture. It seriously blends onto your skin like a dream. I have never used a foundation like this in my entire life, so it was really cool to pick this up and see how I would like it. This was at $15.98, and I think when all the tax was done, it was $16.44. I'm sure you can find it cheaper. I should have used coupons, but I didn't have any, and I picked mine up at CVS, which is obviously around where I live, the most expensive drugstore ever. So I knew I could have drove down the street to a Rite Aid or Walgreens and found it for a cheaper price, but I didn't, so that's what you get. I was just really anxious to pick this up, and whenever I was in the drugstore, I would always kind of just walk by it and always like be like, oh my god, I want to try that. So I finally picked it up. This is my first Revlon foundation I've ever tried, and I actually really, really like this. When I was applying on my foundation, it seriously felt like a dreamy mousse, and it doesn't feel full coverage at all. Like, it doesn't feel cakey. It doesn't feel like I have a lot of foundation on. It's just a really, really nice foundation. If you're in the market for a full coverage foundation, or even like a medium coverage, because this to me is medium coverage. I didn't do it full, and it's very, very, very buildable, I can tell. So if you're in the market for a foundation like this and you've never tried a whipped foundation, I would definitely say just go ahead and pick this up. If you don't like it, you can always return it, but I really like this foundation. I'm going to keep trying it out and using it throughout the week, and maybe it'll be in my May favorites, who freaking knows, but I really, really like this. I don't know why I waited so long to pick him up, but he is definitely like amazing. I'm just like in awe. Like, I didn't think it would be as good as it actually is. So that's it for this video. I wanted to kind of be short and sweet and get to the points. Like I said, I would definitely pick this up. If you guys have this already, let me know in the comments down below on what you think about it. If you like these kind of quick little review demo videos on foundations, let me know and I'll keep doing them. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you take off, and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and leave me comments down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video, and I love you. Bye!